Another winter storm rolls through San Diego, toppling trees, flooding roads, and causing headaches for drivers. Good afternoon. Welcome to the 4. Hope you're staying dry. I'm Heather Myers.
I'm Jesse Pagan in for Carla Chiquetto. CBS 8's Kelly Hassedall is live in Fashion Valley, where the area is prone to flooding. As we see behind you, Kelly, what's it look like now?
That's right. That's right. You know, the rain has finally stopped, but as you can see, there are still some roads that are flooded. Take a look. This is Fashion Valley Road near River Park Drive. You know, we saw today drivers ran into.
We have at least 2-3 cars that get stuck. They think they can go through the giant flood. They don't. They get stuck there for hours.
And that was Alalay Mosulpour. Her father owns the Corner House Cafe and Pizzeria in Sorrento Valley. It's located near the 805 split. And pretty much, she says, every time it rains, the street out front floods. She says it really takes a toll on business by as much as 50 to 70% loss. She says this year has been particularly rough because we have been getting so much rain. Today's storm sent a giant tree in La Jolla toppling to the ground, blocking Muirlands Drive for a while. However, crews cleaned it up quickly. And further north in La Costa Avenue was shut down due to flooding. And in Bonsall, things were rough too. Take a look at this flooded street at the 5700 block of Camino del Rey. We watched people drive through the water anyway, and it looked fairly deep. Now, this is another area that neighbors say floods every time we get a lot of rain. One guy we talked to says it's really easy for drivers to run into trouble.
On the pavement, it's probably 2 to 3 feet deep, but you can't see where the road is, and what happens with these folks is they lose track of the center of the road and they go off onto the shoulder, and they can get into 4, 5, 6 foot deep water. That's when the situation gets pretty serious.
And at least one driver did have some problems with her Mercedes. It was towed from the water and then it wouldn't start. It sounded like the engine was flooded. A truck tried to jump start it, but that didn't work. And the driver, we're told, ended up having to wait for a tow truck. So back out here live in the Fashion Valley area, not a good idea to drive through flooded streets, including this one. You know, we talk about this a lot, but it's not only dangerous, it also can end up being pretty expensive. Jesse and Heather.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, boy, the cost of trying to repair that car. Do we have any idea why that car was in the water? Was the driver lost or maybe not familiar with the area?
Well, we do know it sounded like she was trying to get to the freeway and she wasn't very familiar with that area, so she was relying on her GPS on her phone, and it brought her right to that street. Not exactly sure how far she ended up going in before she ended up having to be towed out, but I can say that it's pretty likely, you know, she's having a pretty rough day.
I can bet so. Probably a lesson there for the rest of us. If you're trying to get around, you might not know the area. Maybe, you know, keep a closer eye on the road rather than GPS, and just take your time and find your way around any puddles around there. All right, Kelly has it all live for us in Fashion Valley, where, as you can see, the rain is definitely taking a number there. Kelly, thank you.